Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we're live.
We are live. Our voices are being broadcast. We are on the internet.
The internet.
The internet.
What is that?
I don't know,
I
but
have
I
no.
did, by tapping
It's a
away to
series of
post
two.
promo things, lose the little intro I was going to read. Anyway,
Proud of you.
thank you. Here we are. We're all here. We're all ready. We got this. Let's
Yeah.
go. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's stream. My name is Sean. I am the GM of our Help Action Needed podcast, and I have graciously been gifted the channel to run and not destroy by Rick Tonight from Hampod. And so, huge shout out to them for allowing this game to happen here on this channel for us all to do. Before we really get started, just a couple shout outs we want to do, and then we'll introduce the players. We'll kind of explain the game, and then we'll get going. The first thing is looking at this table. We might not look like the most diverse table in the world, and that is a known issue in TTRPG spaces. So we just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge that lack of diversity and point out that while our cast is not as racially diverse as we would like, for our Pride Revolution games, we have been using a triangle tool to help make sure that the people with the highest priority of casting are able to get into the most amount of games to be as representative as we can. And that while we are not the most racially diverse, we do have a diversity cast in many other ways. Other things we wanted to shout out is that today's stream is a fundraiser for the Trans Empowerment Project, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that serves 2TIGE and BIPOC folks through a variety of supports and reasons. And we've been helping them out through the Pride Revolution 2024 all month long and a bit of last month. And we're coming to the close. And you all have been doing a great job supporting them. And we just want to thank you for all that. Cool. Before we get going any further, players, how about you all tell us who you are?
Who go first?
You talked.
I talk. Okay. Hi, y'all. I'm Chris. I go Gargoyle Pastures on everything. I'm playing something named Fathom. And if you guys want to, if you want to get a sketch of your character and donate to charity, you check out the Trans Empowerment Project's Tiltify, and you can go through the sections, and I am there. It's only $25, and it's for charity. Like, yeah. Oh, and I use he, they. Let's go.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go. I'm Dev. I use he, him pronouns. I am a math professor and do a bunch of other stuff, advocacy work. I had something else that I was going to say, and I've forgotten it. Go by Transmasculine on Discord, which I was very proud of.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And then Shen, you're last.
And I am Shannon, playing something called Splurt, and I am Imaginif in most places. You can find me on Twitch at Imaginif Media. We support those who create, play, and heal. So we're taking a little bit of time off for June and July, coming back in August with our creator spotlights. I also have some goodies in the donation packet on Tiltify, so you can get my TTRPG coloring book is on there, and you can also get a guest spot on the Creator Spotlight, and there's also an astrology reading on there as well, so a little bit of a mix of goodies.
Very fun.
And I go by she, her.
So for those of you that may have picked up on something called, the way that this game works is that the world has not yet been created, the characters have not yet been created, the plot simply does not exist. The entire game is about to be created live in front of all of you on stream. So I'm just going to read a couple central tenets, and then we'll get going with, I don't know, world building, I guess. The first tenet of this game is that everyone has to come to the game unprepared. We have done that. We are doing it well so far. Good job, us. The second thing is that anything the GM or players say about the world becomes true about the world. And I believe this might also happen through a donation. If you in chat want to donate a certain amount and tell us something is real about the world, who are we to stop you? It's for money. It's for charity. That'd be great. I wouldn't be flustered. Who would care? And the last thing is that the game takes place in one session, meaning that this will end tonight in some capacity. Who can say? all of us, I guess. And then the other thing that they like to shout out at the start of every game is that, and this is more for the players, but also good for the audience to know, don't be afraid to be silly and stupid. This is a silly and stupid game. The session is considered a success if everyone has fun and wants to play again, and that each game should be should be customized for each group's dynamic, and that we can get out there to tell a dumb story with our friends. So that's the game. If you all would like to make the first rolls of the game, and each of you roll 2d6 for me, we'll get organized in what to do.
Oh yeah.
8.
8.
5.
8.
Oh, well, I'm just okay.
Rollies.
Dev, I
5.
think you're muted.
I just muted myself after.
Okay. So we got, I wasn't sure because I
have
heard a bunch of
children
sounds at the
running
same time.
around, and so I have learned the hard way that sometimes even if they are not in the room, they can.
Perfect. So we had 8, 5, and 8. That's correct?
Yep.
Cool. Can we have the 8s re-roll just a single d6, and we'll see who ranks higher.
2.
2.
Go again.
I'm going to use my rainbow die. Here we go.
4.
1, you win.
Okay, so Dev, you will be our first to help create the world. So first up, we start. I had these in order literally minutes ago.
Genre, right?
Yep, you get to
It's
pick a
chaos.
genre. So, and it will be silently. You'll just think on it for a second, but any genre you want. Next up, Shannon, we'll have you pick an adjective for our game. So go ahead and think on that silently. And then Chris, will have you pick a location. So I'll give you all 5 seconds to think or so and then write it down. And then I'll go around and ask you what our world is going to be. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dev, what is our genre?
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Okay. Our adjective.
Sparkly.
Okay. Sparkly. And our location.
A 24-hour cafe.
A 24-hour cafe. Okay. Nice. We have those. So now, in the same place, each of you are going to go around and tell me one core tenet of the world. So, Dev, you're up first. What is something true about our 24-hour cafe that is sparkly and exists in a fantasy setting?
It's a 24-hour cafe, but the doors lock at sunset and open again at sunrise.
Okay.
Whether you're in or out.
Oh,
Okay. Locks sunset, right?
It's a sleeper cafe.
Sunrise. Okay. Shannon, what else is true about our world?
chocolate makes you go faster.
Chocolate makes you go faster. I love this. And Chris, what's our last of the moment true statement about this world?
Most people have forgotten that water exists. It's just coffee now.
Most people forgot water. Just coffee.
We go zoom zoom. A little
go zoom,
dehydrated all time.
Little dehydrated. Anyone that has a mocha, literally caffeinated and flying around the world.
100% of the time. Yeah.
Locked inside. Yeah.
It's bouncing inside the walls.
So
Yep.
is this, do we think, a location lots of people visit? Do we think it's more of like a highway cafe? Do we think it's like that weird cafe at an airport? What type of cafe are we thinking?
I like the idea that it's at an airport, but the doors lock.
It's like
And
in
it's
the
like
middle of
one
the
of those-
runway.
And it's like one of those airports that like nobody goes to.
Mhm,
There's, yeah, it's like the deserted airport,
mhm.
except for those, business travelers getting
Yeah.
on their own jet or something.
So
Yeah.
most people at this cafe are going to either be severely underpaid employees or business executives,
Or
Yes.
strange fae that operate this business.
or the
Yeah.
strange trade that operate this business. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So that is
And
the
it's really a portal.
I like
we
this.
had a hydrate or dihydrate. So
Oh!
everyone hydrate. Did someone say it's really a portal?
Yes.
Okay, we can
I
keep
did.
that.
I don't know if I can do that, but I said it.
You can, since it's technically not the first roll. If you want to roll for it, go ahead.
Sure.
Roll
Am I
2d6. We'll
rolling?
see how well this goes.
All right. 6 and a 5. That would be 11.
Yeah. So that is a success in terms of creating the world. Where is it a portal to?
Whatever the last person thought of when they ate a waffle.
This is amazing.
And is the portal operational while the doors are locked, or the portal only open during operating hours?
Indeed, the portal is really the only thing that is 24/7.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. Cool. I'll get all of
Portal
you.
goes to Grandma Joe's house.
I'll get all of you now to roll me 2d6 once again to start our character creating process.
5.
8.
6.
Okay. So, in order of highest to lowest once more, we're going to have Shannon, with your 8, you're going to pick 4 stats that you think would help you in this fantasy, sparkly 24-hour cafe set in a phase spot in an airport with a portal to the last place someone that ate a waffle thinks of, with doors only open from sunrise to sunset, despite being 24 hours. You're going to pick 4 stats for me. One that has a +2, one that has a +1, one that has a -1, and one that has a -2. And here you'll create them on the spot as fast as you can, because the others cannot pick the same traits you choose.
Okay. Finding stuff.
Is that going to be your +2?
Sure.
Okay, so +2 to finding.
Okay. Blowing bubbles.
Okay.
I suppose I should pick something I'm not good at. Sitting still
Nice.
with all of those mochachinos.
Mm-hmm. And then something you're really bad at.
I'm really bad at not interrupting people.
Okay. Not interrupting. Perfect. Chris, I'll ask you to do the same thing.
All right. First one, we're going to go a little OP because it's fun. Shape-shifting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
+2 to shapeshifting.
Second one, fashion sense. This is a
Plus-
skill.
Yep. +1 to fashion
Nice.
sense.
Third one, badly drawing, but always communicating.
Okay.
And fourth one, that's the super bad at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's hard. Let's see. Judgment.
A bad sense of judgment. Nice. Dev, I'll ask you now to do the same thing.
Can I
Okay.
change mine? Can I change my not interrupting? Because I feel like that's gonna get. I don't want to talk over people, so
Yeah.
I think that's gonna get weird.
What would you like to
Yeah.
change it to?
I would like to change it to I think that everybody only wants to eat waffles.
So, do we want to say serving anything but waffles?
Yeah, I can only serve. Yeah, serving anything but waffles gives
Yeah.
me a -2. Yeah.
Okay. But waffle. Okay. And now, Dev, I'll ask you to do the same.
Balance.
Okay.
Thinking through consequences, logical thinking.
Logical thinking.
So how would that be different from judgment, though? We should probably figure that out.
Well, I took judgment
super
as
different.
like sassy judgment.
Oh, even better.
logical
Okay,
thinking
let's
is
go.
If I push this thing down the ramp, then this
Yeah.
will happen.
I got you.
Sense of timing.
Okay. Timing. And then your minus
and
2.
versatility.
Versatility.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
good at one thing and that one thing only. Okay. Now, compared to that, I will introduce, we'll say serving. So you'll all have a +0 to serving. That can be serving food. It could be serving. We don't need it to be specific, just serving.
Presenting something with someone with something.
Yeah.
Something to someone. I can speak. I really can.
I'll also introduce exploding someone with your mind. We're in the Feywild, so I feel like things have to be a little weird, even though we're also... Can we canonically put this airport in Ohio?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like that's where the airport nobody wants to be at is. So we're
I
in the
was just
Feywild,
in
that's
Ohio.
also Ohio. Oh, is that too close to home? Do we need to move it?
No, I was just there, so it's
Okay.
perfect.
That's
We
where
had a
so much of my
suggestion
family's
playing
from.
in the
Let's go.
chat.
We'll put to haunting. Why not? In case anyone needs to haunt. And then we'll also just make...
So we had a suggestion of slaying in the chat. I don't know if you want to
Yep.
go with that or
Slaying.
not.
It should be slaying.
Oh, just like
Slay.
serving, it can be slaying or slaying. It can be serving or serving. Either way works.
Slaying.
Yes. Okay, so those are the 16 skills that exist for our game.
Did
Anything
you put
you
those
all...
somewhere we can say too? Or
Yeah,
Please.
I will do
Please.
that.
Because
do-
I, of course, came unprepared and also was not prepared while you were saying them out loud.
My immediate recall does not exist.
What was the third one that you said, Sean?
Haunting.
Haunting?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you be able
I'll
to
put
post
them
this
in
in the chat
chat.
for us? Thank you.
Yeah, thank
You are the
you.
Because my
best.
handwriting looks like this. So,
I love that.
yeah. Okay, so now each of you will be allowed like a minute to come up with like a character concept, decide your name, and just kind of determine who you are in this airport Feywild coffee shop that's also a cafe and a portal to wherever you last ate a waffle while thinking.
Oh, it does not like me hitting enter.
Oh no.
Which chat are you putting them in?
I put it in the comments.
Okay.
In the
I
comments
will
on the
make
stream.
it readable shortly.
Oh, I thought I had to also have the Twitch open to see that stream.
did
that,
I.
Wow.
Look at-
what?
This is amazing. I've been switching between tabs this whole time.
Same.
Me too.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I've learned so much today.
Yeah. I'm going to also put that in our private chat just so it doesn't get lost.
Thank you.
That would be
From
amazing. Thank
Anything
you.
there. Or Dev, are you able to do it all in one?
I think I can do it.
Yeah, I'm just adding in spaces because it doesn't read.
Mm,
Oh, yes.
never do.
Hi, Kayla. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
that
out
comes
technology because that is definitely our
Oh.
need.
No, it's still.
Okay.
It doesn't even count space.
You
Okay.
could send it in the Discord group.
Sure.
That might be
That'll work.
easier.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you, chat, for sitting with our technical difficulties. This is what happens when you create a world live together on stream.
I
Yeah,
mean, we also were required to come unprepared. This
Yeah.
counts.
This does
Right.
count.
We were just following rules.
We can't get more unprepared than not knowing how the systems we're using works and that there's a comment section in the thing. We're following the rules of the game.
We're doing great.
Okay.
Oh,
so
awesome.
where are we wanting this? Which Discord?
Oh,
I
we
just
got it
I just
in
put it
the-
in our
Okay.
direct message.
We are
Yeah.
doing
Oh.
great. Okay.
Excelente.
Nice. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And then, yeah, the last two, and there would be haunting and slaying. I'll go ahead and add those in. Haunting, slaying. Okay. So who, players, do tell, are you in this world? And we'll
I
go
was
in the
so
same
focused on
order
that
of
list.
our thing. So Shannon, let's tell us who Splurt is.
Okay. I am going to make this up on the fly because I was doing that. So the only thing I knew coming in is that it was going to be some kind of a fairy creature. So we're in the Feywilds here, so that works out well. So yeah, so let's say Splurt is a, I don't know, adventurous little teenage sprite who left her like little area wherever she was living very young and has just been like jumping portals, and is a little bit of a chaos and also very flighty, and this sparkly world is her undoing because she's going after everything that's sparkly. So we'll go with that.
So
Nice.
yeah, I'm just gonna chase all the shiny things.
And who is Fathom?
Fathom. Let's see. Well, I'd say that Fathom is someone that likes to fake that he has an accent. He doesn't actually, but that's okay because he likes believing that he's become fancy with retirement, which he did so after deciding that working at Waffle House was not actually that entertaining. And so he somehow became a fae. Doesn't know how, but that's fine. And moved up from Florida to Ohio, saw that this was an excellent opportunity, and yeah, he's just kind of always has a bad Tommy Bahama shirt on. Can't really decide what he looks like, but you know what? He can shapeshift. That's fine.
Okay. And Dev, who is our last character?
I'm gonna go with Dave because why not?
Okay. Nice.
Yes!
Dave.
That's what
So
I'm talking
Dave
about.
is half elf, half dwarf. You know,
Mhm.
like so many are. And he really wants to be a pilot and thinks he knows everything about piloting, but he has actually never been in a plane.
Amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
But he works in an airport cafe, so he's close to them.
Mm-hmm.
So he pretty much knows all about them, just
Okay.
from a distance.
So to set the scene on what our game will be, you all awaken in a strange place. It's not unfamiliar. It's a spot you've been to almost every day for probably the last year or so, for however long you think the three of you have worked here at this Waffle House it's legally distinct Waffle House called Waffle House, spelled the same, pronounced differently. It's
Mhm.
in the airport. It's right next to the terminal of the one flight that goes out at 6:05 p.m., which you all know is awful because the doors close at 6:02 p.m. So every time there is somebody that misses the closing door and they miss their flight, they blame it on you. It's not your fault. It's the Fae's fault. Who can blame them? They're just here. They should have left Waffle House earlier. However, today is an extra special day as the flight that normally leaves at 6:05 left at 6:01, meaning you all have a pretty small amount of people in your cafe overnight. Like, you live here. You're not sure if you remember how you ended up living here or if you remember allowing yourselves to work 24/7. And how do you survive? Like, do you go home? Do you have houses outside of Ohio? You don't remember. Is this Ohio, USA, or is this someplace pretending to be Ohio? Only time can tell. But this is where we find you, with a surprisingly small amount of people in here, and you hear a brief rumbling from the waffle portal as you see a bunch of people emerging, thinking of here as the last time they ate waffles. What would you all like to do for this shift at Waffle House?
I'm just kind of stretching. I'm sitting up on like up on the top of a plant in a leaf with a little tiny thimble of a mochaccino,
Mhm.
just trying to wake up.
Fathom's been.
Fathom.
So what? Yep. Oh,
We have blueberry pancakes today.
I'm not sure about that. Should we serve pancakes? I thought we didn't like pancakes. I don't like pancakes. Do you like pancakes? I thought you didn't like pancakes.
I don't know. Maybe I might be getting sick of waffles.
Maybe you could put the pancakes in the waffle iron so that they look like waffles.
Yep, that's it. Dave, always coming in clutch. All right, let's start a couple. You guys want pancakes? Also, you are locked in here. I
Just so
hope
we
you
know,
know.
we have a donation to change Waffle House to Woofle House. This is now Woofle
Woofle
House in the
House.
Ohio airport.
Nice.
Continue with your
Accurate.
scene.
And today's the day we have to do inventory. Or tonight's the night we have to do inventory.
Oh, I hate inventory days.
Can we not?
Oh, like moose. Hoose.
I mean, we could probably just make some stuff up.
Woofle Hoose is the name of this.
Woofle Hoose.
Woofle Hoose.
Woofle, Hoose.
I feel like
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
start talking like this.
we're gonna accidentally offend some Minnesotans, but we are at Woofle Hoose.
Well, they're nice enough.
Yeah.
They won't be.
And as Dave has stated, it is inventory night, and you all
Goodness.
feeling a brief bit of joy that you have less patrons than normal, slowly feel a little bit of a sense of dread as from the inventory closet you hear lots of laughing, and you hear the sound of party pixies coming to spend the night at your establishment.
Oh, I hope it's not Greg and Vosita because it's just gonna get ugly in here.
It kind of sounds like them.
Oh, all right. We need to lock down all of the chocolate.
I mean, would locking it down just kind of count as locking the inventory closet? Like,
Oh, good call.
yeah.
You
closet that
think
they're
the
in?
party pixies are already in
Yeah.
the inventory closet.
Yeah,
trying to get them covered.
they're stuck in there. It's not our problem.
Cool. Who wants to roll for locking door? And what stat would you like to use?
Oh boy.
So anything that's not
I
your
would
core
like
stats,
to-
you have a +0 to, just so everyone knows.
I would like to blow bubbles and get them stuck inside the lock.
Okay,
Genius.
go for it. So it's 2d6 and add your blowing bubbles modifier.
Okay, I rolled 11.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. What is that? +1, so 12.
That is a success.
Woo!
What sort of
I would like
bubbles?
them to be rainbow bubbles.
Mhm.
They shall be rainbow bubbles. And they're going to basically look, when you're looking at it, it's like a giant cloud of rainbows.
And is
Sparkly
it-
rainbows.
Yeah, sparkly rainbows.
Sparkly rainbows.
Everything here is clothed in several layers of both like club scene glitter and edible glitter. Everywhere you walk, just a cloud of glitter comes up around you.
I know this was the best place. Oh, look
I
at
think
that.
that's why I haven't left yet. How can
Yeah.
I leave this? It's so amazing.
Every time we blow bubbles, I just man.
And
I
It'd
love
Squirt,
it.
probably be easier to leave
You-
if our shift didn't end at 7 p.m.
We have shifts.
no.
I thought I
I
was.
think it's
I
when
mean,
we're not
Well,
sleeping.
it starts again at 7 p.m.
wait. Are you getting paid?
The wolf,
What is-
the Woofle Hoose plays really well.
You're
Yeah,
getting
I
paid for this.
get paid in in-store credit. I can get food at our restaurant with the
Oh.
pay. From
I
the
was
I
restaurant.
mean,
just
I
taking
just
the
do that
glitter.
anyway.
I thought the glitter was just the main thing because it helps me bedazzle like all my outfits, and so I look great. I didn't know
Oh,
there
that's
was
why
like
you're
a
doing that.
money incentive here. But that's cool. That's cool. I mean, like free room and board. I get to eat woofles all day.
Yep.
For the bubbles blown, are you thinking gum bubbles, fantasy soap bubbles that lock? What happens as you lock the store with your bubbles?
Oh no, they're edible bubbles. They're definitely gum bubbles, edible
Mhm.
bubbles. They'll be out of that thing probably in about 20 minutes
Okay.
because they're
Well,
gonna eat their way through. I'm just keeping them busy.
And
That's
the party
real
pixies
determination.
nomming down on chocolate to speed them up because, as established, chocolate in this world makes you go fast. Yeah, they'll be out in a moment or two, but you all have 20 minutes to prep for anything you think you would need to do with some party pixies. And I'd say you still have like 5 to 10 regular patrons that are here in the store that would expect their dinner. But there's less than normal.
What if you turned into that giant moose?
Oh, to
Woofle, Hoose,
like,
Moose.
do
The
you need
Woofle
to
Hoose
I-
moose.
to like what, to keep them out of the way, or like what about a moose with a couple tentacles, and that way I could serve everyone and use my antlers to keep the door shut when they inevitably eat through. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn into the Woofle Hoose Moose.
Nice. Roll me for shapeshifting.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's an 11 plus 2.
Yeah,
So I am a Woofle Hoose Moose with some tentacles.
you are. And
I am
now-
pink.
Nice. And tell
I
us
love it.
what it's like as you are a newly born fae, but perfectly used to your shapeshifting capabilities. Tell us how you use such great shapeshifting to serve everyone at the same time.
Oh, well, first off, because I was looking like some normal average Joe, which I am not. Just so we know, I'm the Woofle Hoose Moose, which is a large pink. I could say I look like the Kraken, but that's not exactly right because instead of a squid arrowhead, it's a giant moose head
Mhm.
with large bedazzled antlers, naturally, and I have too many tentacles. But all my tentacles are currently like shifting behind the counters, putting the pancakes in the waffle presses
Mhm.
to get everyone their woofles.
Pan waffles.
Yes,
Pan
the
woofles.
And you
Woofles?
know, either way,
Poofles!
you
Get
know
that on the
that,
menu, quick!
that Bob and Greta, who missed their flight 20 years ago and just haven't left, are sitting here waiting for their poofles. Waiting. They know that you'll get them served. They know their order. They're just a lovely elderly couple sitting in the corner.
Every morning for yous. Every mornings.
Oh,
Bob!
isn't it
Waffle
night?
Loose Moose is on the loose!
We thought the Woofle Hoose Moose only came out at night. Is it morning?
Oh, well, I think so.
It's morning.
It's
We've
morning.
got a little bit of a pixie problem, Bob.
Oh. Are we okay? Do we need to leave?
You're always
Of course
fine.
not.
Always,
Okay.
always, always, always.
And they start having the same conversation they've had every day for the last 20 years about, oh, we should probably go visit some people. We have these tickets. We might as well use them, but it's just so nice here and the air feels so calming and the sparkly glitter it gets all over everything. And if we got on the plane, well, geez, we'd make the plane all glittery and everyone would hate us for that. What are Dave and Splurt doing as Fathom serves Woofle Hoose Moose Hoofs?
So Dave has realized that if we have less to inventory, then we have less to inventory,
Mhm.
and is putting things on other people's plates accidentally,
Mhm.
because then there's less to work for us to worry about.
They're more likely to tip us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have less work to do, and we get tipped.
Mhm.
Win-win.
I feel like that's something that you can just do, but I'm going to make you roll anyway because it's fun. What
Okay.
would you like to roll to give people extra stuff?
I think I have to roll serving.
Serving it is. Go ahead.
Actually, I'm going to roll serving non-waffles.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, 3.
Okay. So in your attempt to serve non-waffles, you go over to the Puffle press and find that it is fully emptied. As Fathom is running around, he is dispensing all of the puffles that could be done, and you have no choice but to grab the waffle batter and make waffles here. You know that this will only cause chaos because now people eating waffles will activate the portal that is only activated when people eat waffles and think about the last place that they went to. You all see as Dave has to walk over to a table and give Steve the lawyer a plate of waffles with like too much extras on the side. Like you definitely piled up. Like there's a whole carton of blueberries. There's like half a pound of freshly cooked bacon. There is like an entire dozen of eggs scrambled into an omelet. Like you are managing your inventory task, but you made straight up waffles, and Steve is about to take a bite. Splurt, is there anything you would be doing?
Oh yeah, I'm doing the crossword with Bob and Greta.
Okay, cool.
We do this every morning.
What time is it again?
6 so 10. We put O's in front of everything. I'm
6010.
Yep.
06010.
Yeah, 06010.
06010.
Mhm.
Fathom's going to make a little announcement that if you guys do actually have that one flight there, leave now. You have 3 minutes. No one's
Well, I
leaving?
thought it was.
All right.
Are we
Yeah.
in the afternoon or the morning?
No, we're in the morning. That's a PM flight to get out. But it is an airport. There are flights all day. Like Fathom
Maybe
probably
Fathom
knows.
does.
Okay, Fathom doesn't know. Never mind.
Fathom just thinks the only flights that happen are at 6:10 a.m. and p.m. That's it.
So as Fathom, you make the 6:10 a.m. flight announcement. You all see the portal of waffle eating open up. And of course, the only thing that a lawyer would be thinking of is other lawyers that like to loophole and connive their way through. So walking and emerging from the portal is 2 devils dressed in business attire who are coming in to have a care conference meeting about high-profile clients directly in the middle of your establishment.
Do you want some coffee?
Or
we
waffles?
only drink water.
What's
I
that?
have waffles.
What's water?
You don't know water
No.
is wet?
No.
Coffee's wet. So is coffee water?
It's a mochaccino.
We have
Ain't that gonna
mochaccino.
make me go fast?
Well, you could
How
have
do
just
you
a normal
that?
chino. The cappuccino?
Have you been here before?
No. Where is this place?
Well,
You tell
where's
us where
any
you came
place?
from first.
We came
Yeah.
from the devil dimension.
There's a devil dimension. Nice.
Yeah, it's where all lawyers are born.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
So is that a
Steve told
no
us.
on the coffees?
Now we'll take a coffee.
All right, I could do
Yeah.
that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Would you like some
all.
waffles?
Yeah, we'll take some waffles too.
Oh goodness.
You all know in your shift, this is the first time devils and demons have ever made it here. You do not know how their fiery bodies will interact with the sparkly glitter. You do not know how it will interact with the edible glitter. You don't know how it will interact with the edible glitter. There is just a chance that all of this chaos could go wrong. And you know you have about 3 minutes until the party pixies chew their way through the locked door. But in the meantime, some waffles are served, some coffee is served, and Steve and his 2 demon friends sit down to start their business meeting.
Hey, Splurt. Do you know if how your pixie non-friends feel about devils, if you will?
So Splurt is just staring at these devils. Won't even turn her head when you talk.
I don't think they know what they are. I've never seen one before. They
Oh,
look
I thought
like
you meant
they're
the
gonna
devils didn't know what they
explode.
were.
No, I don't think the pixies know because I've never seen this before. They look like they're gonna explode. You know, like when we put those things on the burner in the back at the end of the shift and we do like the confetti explosion?
Yeah, I love that.
Roll me 2d6
Maybe
to
we
see
should
if
test
that's
it
real.
out.
Roll me 2d6 to see how real the confetti explosion is.
Oh yeah. That's a 2 and another 2, so 4.
Yeah, so there is a confetti explosion, but it is the airport tickets of everyone that's mean to you, condemning them to spend all eternity here until they're able to escape through the waffle portal somewhere else.
Ooh, that's very diabolical. I love it.
I'm rethinking my retirement place. Oh
You
well.
want to go there?
No, here.
You want to stay here?
I've been retired here.
Wait, why are you still
But
working?
you've
if
been
you're retired
working.
here?
No, I'm retired. I'm not getting paid, so clearly I'm not working here.
You're the only one doing any work right now.
I'm helping.
Yeah,
that's
Dave's
right,
helping.
But that's just because Dave doesn't want to do inventory.
Well, isn't your work doing the crosswords and looking at devils?
That's very
devils?
hard. Have you seen these crosswords? They're so hard.
Oh, I thought crosswords were just like one of those things where you take a bunch of letters and you put them on top of each other and make crosses out of the words, and then you have crosswords, right?
No, you have to get it so that all the angles of the letters meet up with the letter in the next one. It makes the weirdest words.
Oh,
Do they
okay.
have to be mean since they're crosswords?
Do they have to be what?
Mean. Angry.
Oh,
Maybe that
that's
would
why
make
they're
it
weird
easier.
words.
Yeah, maybe that would make it easier. I'll have to try.
I'm going to ask the devil lawyers if they know how crosswords work.
Yeah, of course we know crosswords. You take the words, you put them in line, you make the letters match up.
What?
It's every
What
morning.
do you mean match?
What do you mean that?
Match what?
Match the spacing of the other words on the page around it.
That doesn't make
What do you
any
mean?
sense.
How
I
do
just
you
keep
do
erasing as I
crosswords?
go.
You just do what, Dave?
I just erase. So if I'm doing a different word and it doesn't fit, you erase what you already had.
Oh, that would make
So
it
you can
so
write
much
whatever you
easier.
want.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was you really have to get the letters to fit in there all the like I mean,
No.
you get some really interesting drawings happening too. I kind of like them.
No.
What do you think, Bob?
Oh, I think you're doing a great job with the crossword splurt. I think the way we do it every morning is the best thing to wake up to.
It's the bestest ever. See, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
It's at this moment the party pixies chew through the door, and you just hear, "Party! It's time for party pixies!" And two party pixies run directly out of the door, hyped up on chocolate. You know that chocolate lasts, I don't know, 8 hours, and so they are going to be fast speed party pixies for 8 hours, immediately mess up the entire store. The papers for Steve and his devil lawyer companions have been moved so quick nobody knows where they are. The crossword has been stolen from Bob and Greta, and they can't complete the crossword this morning. The
How
airline
dare
tickets
they.
that are meant to condemn people to being here for the rest of their lives have been removed from the confetti party. And you all have a feeling that unless you can get this situated before night falls, none of you can ever leave, and nobody can ever come, and the lawyers will be stuck here, and the party pixies will consider it to wreak havoc, and a lot of things could go wrong if people don't get their paperwork back.
Oh, that's so much pressure. I'm gonna look in the back for the super sucky machine that we use to pick up all the glitter at the end of the day, and then shoot it back out again.
Yeah, I feel like this would be a good time for a resource roll. So go ahead and just roll flat 2d6.
4 and a 4. Another
That's an
set
8.
of doubles.
So that's
8.
a mixed success. So that means you get one thing you're looking for, or you get one resource, and then you get one complication. So we'll say you find the resource you're looking for, but it's a little bit broken. So you might need to repair it. After the last 2 weeks, nobody bothered to empty the filter on it, and it is just caked through with glitter and sparkles and pixie dust. You got to fix that before it's going to do anything for you.
Dave, I need some help. Can you come help me with this?
Yeah,
I'm too
what do you
little.
need?
See, I forgot to clean the machine out again. I know. But like if
Wait,
you
again,
if
like
you,
a bunch of times in a row.
yeah. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah. Like I don't know if I've ever done it actually. But we have to probably get it out. So like can you lift it over and like bang at it and maybe like I'll try to peel it?
Sounds good.
do you
I'm
use?
going to use timing so that I can try to hold it up and kind of match up with the banging so that we coordinate.
Mm-hmm. And Splurt, what do you think you'd be using?
I think I'm gonna use judgment
Okay.
in the opposite way.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to try to see like which pieces are like about like I can knock them off easier.
Okay.
But I'm doing it I've been watching Fathom, so I'm doing it with a little bit of, like I got some swagger going on while I'm doing. I
Oh,
think
of
that I
course.
think that's what it means.
Yeah. What do we got?
I rolled terrible. I rolled 2.
I got a 7 minus 1, so 6.
Both failures.
I'm just
Fathom, if there's
covered in glitter.
anything you want to do to try and aid here, that would be the last mechanic I've got to talk about, is that you can roll a trait, and if you succeed, you can add +1 if it's mixed, +2 if it's a success, to up one of their scores. But if it's a failure, you will be involved in this problem.
I'm like stuck in here.
Of course, theoretically, someone could give us a reroll, right?
Somebody could give us a reroll.
Someone could give us a reroll. I'm going to wait,
Okay.
because I'm always just so entertained by seeing what happens to Splurt every time. But also I'm kind of puzzled over what crossword puzzles actually are now, and I'm still serving
Yeah. Everything.
spoofles.
Yeah. You are still the Woofle Hoose Moose serving spoofles.
I am the Woofle Hoose Moose serving spoofles.
Exactly. Very nice. Okay, then on that, what's the most chaotic way that a vacuum can explode and cover people in glitter?
I think act itself is pretty chaotic.
It is, but I want to make it more.
It might be a Roomba.
It was. It was a Roomba.
What if it got into the Woofle batter?
It can do that as well, because as you're quickly trying to repair parts, this Roomba... Oh, and because you failed, remember to give yourself a tick that further on you can put points down. You somehow manage to move the parts around so poorly in your attempt to remove the vacuum filter and put it back in. A simple step on a Roomba. It's just shh. But it went so bad that you rewired the circuitry inside and gave it sentience. And it now understands that it has not been cleaned in 2 weeks. It understands it has not been paid. It understands that there's a lot of glitter, and this Roomba is striking. This Roomba is not doing anything until its demands are met. However, this Roomba is new and does not understand life and does not know its demands. So you will need to give the Roomba some demands to be met before the Roomba comes off of strike.
The Roomba has to be spoken to very nicely.
Yeah, I want nice.
I would love to try to scribble on the back of any of the papers that are there.
Okay.
To see if I can ask what this Roomba would like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna communicate.
Cool. What are you doing for it?
Oh, bad drawing, but still communicating.
Okay, cool.
Very specifically.
Yep. Yeah.
I think you should draw a picture of our family with the Roomba, whose name is Boomba, in the middle.
Boomba the Roomba.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I don't think my drawing skills are that good when I have tentacles, as I rolled a... That will be a 1?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got to add something.
Oh, -1.
Yeah.
Getting a 1 on
you're a
a
-1.
Yeah. Yeah, you all see Fathom still in Woofle Hoose Moose form, trying to use probably at this point, just one of those coffee stirrers that's been dipped in coffee to draw out a picture and communicate it with one of your tentacles to Boomba the Roomba.
Boomba the Roomba.
But instead of drawing it as a family all standing together, you spill a little bit of coffee and it draws a line between the three of you and Boomba, and have made a declaration to Boomba the Roomba that they will not be your partner. You are not accepting them into Woofle Hoose culture. They need to get over their strike before they are part of your team.
I don't know if that was a good idea, Fathom. I think you hurt Boomba's feelings.
I hurt my feelings too.
Here, maybe we can tear out the part that shows us divided.
Well, wouldn't that be tearing us even further away?
Oops.
What if we put more glitter?
More glitter.
Is everything.
Yeah, put glitter on top of the coffee that I spilled. So we're joined by the glitter. That's why they were so full of glitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
The party
Yes,
pixies
we're
swoop
not
in
cleaning them on
and
purpose.
grab your painting and just take it and run around in their chocolate hyperspeed and just have put it so deep in glitter that it is like you'll have to carve through painting and painting after glitter of the party pixies partying, eating chocolate. They drew a picture of them with Boomba. There's just like on
No,
top of your
Boomba!
thing, so many layers of party pixie chaos, while Steve and the demon lawyers continue their board meeting and are now like, well, this is simply not fair. That wasn't their voice. What were they? They were in New York. Well, this is simply not fair. We need calm, you see. We need people to work together. And if you don't get that Roomba under control, we will have to write a contract stating that it will be on our behalf and work for us.
Why don't you write a contract that says it's our Boomba at the Woofle Hoose?
We don't represent you.
Why
You
not? You're in
you
our
didn't give us
house.
water.
Yes,
we gave you
did.
water. That's better.
We did. We gave you water with extra.
Yeah. Extra costs more. We don't like that.
We didn't even charge you anything.
Yeah, you got off for free.
Yeah, it's never free.
I think you've been lawyering too much.
Yeah.
You should hang out over here for a little bit. You know what? Hey, Bob, why don't you do the crossword with him? They can finish with you. I think they need to know what it's like to have a friend.
They
Yeah.
need to relax a little.
Roll me
For
some sort
sure.
of community, whatever you want it to be. Roll to get the lawyers to calm down and hang out with Bob.
Cool.
I'm going to do exploding with mind because if I can get the lawyers to calm down, that's exactly
Before
what
you
that
roll,
is.
please narrate what you want to happen. So I know.
I would like for the lawyers to look at Bob, look at the crossword, and then pause for a second, tilt their head just ever so slightly, and then I want their entire head to erupt in flames, out, explode in, and go all the way back. And then there's little bits of like crispy, like they burnt their hair a little bit of crispies on the top of their hair, and then just a little tiny bit of a smile shows.
Okay, let's see how it
That's
goes.
All right, let's see. That's not great. That was 4.
And you could use your +1, right?
That would still be a failure.
Yeah, because you
Right.
can only apply 2 like forward points per, so it only get to a 6, which is still a failure.
Got it.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
that happens.
I'll put my dice in timeout.
The first part of that happens, I should say, as instead of the part where the heads come back together,
Oh,
one of the
goodness.
heads simply just continues expanding and expanding until it is exploded fully. And one of the demons looks at you and goes, "You killed my best friend. You think I'm going to play crosswords with you now? We are definitely getting that Roomba on our side. We are not helping. And Bob, you need to join us too." Bob goes, "Oh, okay, yeah. If you want to help with the crossword, I can be."
Bob, his head just exploded. Why are you gonna go with him?
Well, he has very good points about friendship.
Bob, we've been friends for so long.
So long.
I get you your little cinnamon woofles every morning.
Yeah, but you just exploded that guy's mind.
Well,
I mean,
how do you
he's
know?
a
it's Split?
lawyer. Yeah, how do you know it was me? He was probably so blown away by how nice you were, he didn't know how to handle it.
Could be.
That happens a lot with lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well,
does.
how about this? I'll sit at the table in the middle. So I won't join
Okay.
them yet, but I'll move closer and we'll see where
I don't like
go.
this. I'm just gonna say this right now, Bob. I don't like this. I don't like this one little bit.
Feels
I
a
might
little
not be your
divisive.
friend anymore.
Oh, Splurt.
Gertrude is like, "We're still friends. It's okay."
You better have a chat with him then, Gertrude.
If I
want
could,
some
I
more
would,
waffles?
but you know how Bob gets some mornings.
I know. I'm gonna kick him out the door, but I can't.
No, you can. The
Oh, I
doors are
can?
open. Yeah.
I kick him out the door.
Oh, okay. You kick Bob out the door.
I kick Bob out the door.
You see what it's like outside there, Bob?
Yeah. Bob goes outside. What happens? And this is for whoever wants to make the statement. I'm inviting you to make the statement. What happens to people who have spent 20 years in Woofle Hoose, being sustained through the fey magic within when they walk out for the first time.
They
Bob
de-age.
turns.
I was
Okay.
going to
The
say the
same
same
age they
thing.
were when they walked in.
Roll for it, Dev. Roll me for not Dev. Dave.
Annie
Roll-
turns green.
It's just a flat 2d6 for this one.
Okay, 8.
8. Okay, so that's a complication with the success. They do de-age indeed to the age of 4 years old. And you see Bob the baby sitting outside crying as he has lost his parents, does not know how
What
to
have I
take care of
done?
himself, probably does not even know who Gertrude is or was. And Gertrude panics and runs outside, and it's just immediately de-aged down to a toddler. And you have Bob and Gertrude, the toddler children, outside.
Aw,
of
they're
Woofle
so
Hoose.
Now we're
sweet.
parents.
Now
Now
it
we're
doesn't matter
parents.
that we lost the crossword.
Why?
Because they don't care about the crossword. They're 4.
But I still care about the crossword.
Oh, yeah.
Another Bob and Gertrude will come around.
Okay.
Eventually.
Cool.
So
Other things you need to worry about. The party pixies are still causing chaos. Boomba the Roomba still striking, and you don't have the things needed to close your shift because all of the documents are in the wrong spot.
right.
I'm gonna open the door and call for the pixies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
What are you
thought we
calling
were locked in, so I'm just gonna open the door and I'm gonna look at them and be like,
Oh, there's a party out here.
them? Did you say that was not it? Party? Did you say a party? Where are we going to party at?
Out
It's
there.
right over
Are you pointing to where the where
like
Bob and
far
Gertrude were?
away, there's like a tree way down on
Cool.
the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. Convince them. What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm finding a balloon that is attached to a tree as far away as I can possibly see.
Okay. So you're using finding.
Yeah, finding stuff. Which I have a +2. I rolled a 6, so that is 8.
Yeah. That becomes a complication with the success. So yeah, they are like
So wait, I can add my 1 to make it a success, right? What is it?
You've had a
10
couple.
and up?
You've had more than
I have
one
2.
failure. Yeah, so you can add both and bring it to a 10, which is a straight success.
Let's do it.
Nice.
You need these pixies out of here.
Yeah, you point to the balloon far off in the distance, and the party
Mhm.
pixie goes, "It's probably full of lots of fun party stuff. We're gonna go to the balloon," and you just see party pixies run outside. Oh, I'm sorry. It is a wonderfully gay, celebratory, prideful success. Or a flat success or a queer success. I forgot what it's called on other streams. Why would I say a straight success during this the month of Pride? It is a
Yeah.
flat success, and you see the
It's
party.
clearly a success.
Thank you.
We take
you-
pride in that success.
Yes. And you see the party pixies fly out, being fey creatures themselves. They're immune to the de-aging effects. And honestly, I think they're going to pick up. They're going to take the 2 kids with them. Why not? Bob and Gertrude go with the party pixies to begin their life of partying.
Bye,
They're
Bob.
going to have a lovely life.
Cool.
And I shut the door.
Nice. I would like to point out now they need to figure out how to get out of the airport because that tree was through the window somewhere. So now these party pixies are leading 2 toddlers out through TSA. That's their problem, though.
They'll be
Returning
fine.
admin.
Yeah.
What would
I'm
you all
sure
like
they're
to be
great
doing?
babysitters.
Hey, if you go to a lot of parties, you have to go through a lot of TSA. You got to go on those flights and get the private jets. I mean, sometimes you still got to fly local. You know,
Mhm.
they know how to do TSA. Definitely. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we
I'm
doing back
going
in Woofle
to
Hoose?
follow the Roomba around and try to rewire it.
Okay. What are you using to rewire Boomba the Roomba?
I am using versatility,
Okay.
which is my worst stat, unfortunately. But, maybe it'll be fine.
Let's see.
2.
Yeah, you go to rewire Boomba the Roomba, and as you do, just like give it language, give it full speech, give it a master's degree in corporate psychology, and it knows every bargaining chip that could ever be used. It knows all about law. It knows about how to make a healthy working environment. It knows everything it would need to come in here and shut you all down for so many health and safety violations. And it is now actively working with the lawyers to take 100% sole ownership of Woofle Hoose in this airport.
Oh,
I mean, maybe it can be the boss and we can just work for it.
Oh, I
It
could
sounds
totally
perfect.
work for Boomba.
Yeah.
Fathom,
Or-
you're retired.
Oh yeah.
Boomba goes, would
Maybe
you
we should
like
just
to
go
work?
through the portal.
Well, I technically haven't been working, right?
No.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm volunteering.
yeah.
So, would you say that I'm like, in an unhealthy volunteering environment? Because if you're as good-hearted as you have always been, Boomba, you could like so totally just help us restructure ourselves so that we can be better for you and for me, right? Yeah.
And
yeah.
the customers.
Yes, I would
And
love
the
to do
customers.
that at a starting rate of $210 per year plus tips.
Money just hasn't been a
Done.
thing here.
Splurt, done.
Split, do you have money?
$2.10 per year.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a whole pile
$2.10
of it
per
in the
year.
back.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, Boomba, that works. We got
Yeah.
a deal. Boomba,
Yeah,
booms.
you see a arm builds itself to shake your hand.
Dude, I can shapeshift too.
The first thing we
Oh,
must
that's so
do
cool.
is clean the glitter. We must have no glitter if we are to have safe working environments.
What are you talking
Aw,
about?
dude.
Glitter is life.
If glitter had been successfully cleaned, I would not be alive right now. So I suppose you are
No,
true that
that's just
glitter
my
is life.
fault.
However, I was also choking on glitter, and now I hate it. We must remove all glitter.
Oh, well,
Hate is not a good thing there.
it's not. No, we
I
don't
agree.
use the
You have
H
to
word.
let go. You have to let go of that stuff. Here, sit like this.
I am
just take a
literally
deep breath.
incapable.
No, you could just
You
sprout
just
yourself
made
some
a-
legs, right? You did the
You just
sprouting of
made
an arm.
I'm gonna roll for shapeshifting for Boomba.
Yeah.
Yes. The chaos.
Boomba got an 8.
ensues. There you go.
Yeah, Boomba tries their
Can I
best.
roll to assist Boomba?
Yes. You can roll your shapeshifting to assist Boomba.
Yeah, let's go. All right. That's going to be an 8 as well.
Okay. So that will give them plus 1 point, which will just up it to a 9. But the way that it happens is that you try and mimic Splurt, and they try and mimic you, and nobody's doing it right. But the demons seem very excited, as you seem to be not that far off of some sort of summoning ritual.
Oh, so I'm no
Here's
longer
the
the
anger.
Woofle Hoose Moose since I've shapeshifted into something like Splurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over and give suggestions about how they can create themselves in a more helpful and organized manner
Mhm.
using fashion sense,
Okay.
because it's important that they function well and look good while they're doing it.
Very true.
You know, I'm always for that.
11.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Tell us what it looks like as you set this up.
So I am trying to show them what they should be doing, but I am doing it without shape-shifting myself,
Mhm.
which makes it a little harder. But I'm getting very creative, and also occasionally adjusting as needed and watching them build themselves into the ideal Woofle Hoose employee/boss.
Okay. And so you're giving them this guidance to help them relax into a more comfortable environment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So then after a lot of work, you see the demons and Steve look a little upset because now you're further from their summoning ritual, but hey, there's time, why not? And Splurt, you're able to lead Boomba through a moment of deep breathing, and they respond with, hate was an intense word, however, I strongly dislike glitter, and I still would enjoy it to be removed from the premise.
What if we had a compromise?
Such as,
What if we only used glitter when you're not in the room?
Or in certain areas.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
one of our selling
everything
points.
except the back room.
Yeah.
There we go.
can I have it as my office?
The
Of
back room?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Ah,
this is
You have to do
acceptable.
inventory while you're back there, by the way.
No,
Yeah.
I am the boss. One of you will be doing inventory. But
Well,
it is
what
okay.
if we mess
Nose
it up
goes.
like we did with
Yeah.
the Roomba?
Well,
I mean, can we really be trusted to do the inventory? I feel like it should be you because you have way more knowledge and smarts than us.
convince Boomba.
Definitely should not be doing it. We should not be doing it for sure.
Let's convince Boomba.
Alrighty. What am I
I'm gonna-
using?
I don't know.
Man. I'd say that's judgment from Fathom's point. Fathom helps out.
Right? What about logical thinking?
Yeah, you could have a
Like,
plus 0
trying
to
to-
logical thinking.
Yeah. Oh gosh. That's it. I'm done with these dice. I rolled a 3.
That's why I have 3 different sets of 2d6s with me. I'm cycling
Yeah, I have a
through
whole
in case
pile
any
over
of them
there.
treat me wrong.
I have an entire pile, which I am retrieving.
Yes, Splurt, you make an argument that to you is very sound. Like, you clearly can't be trusted. Look at how today's gone
Yeah,
already.
look at this. Yeah,
But
I mean, you look at you.
Boomba uses it solely as a moment to be like, but in your folly, you have given me sentience, and I now have my master's degree in human psychology and have been promoted to manager of Woofle Hoose. Clearly, your chaos has done something right. I will expect that you continue to do it yourselves. Also, I do believe someone needs to be stocking, as I believe the party pixies have stolen everything we had, and our inventory is quite small, and the night shift will
Oh.
not be pleased when you all come on for the night shift and there is no food to be served.
Oh, that's
Well-
gonna make inventory really easy. That worked out pretty nicely.
Yeah, I mean, if I always think of this place and like all the stuff that we have around us whenever I eat a waffle, so I could just eat a woofle, and then we'd have all of our stock back, right?
Oh,
You
clever.
see just like them try to process through that and just like get stuck in a wheel. You feel like Boomba is going to be out for about 15 minutes just processing through what you said.
You just see the little colorful.
Why is there smoke coming out of his ears?
Did I hurt Boomba?
They don't look hurt. They just look like they're stuck in a loading pattern trying to process through what you said.
Hit the command prompt.
What? I can't even fathom what that is.
Nice. Anyone want to get cleaning up some glitter? Are we going to try and reset Boomba, or are we going to try and deal with Steve and the demons? We also still need to find the paperwork so that you all can
Yeah,
get
I
done with
missed
your
that
shift.
part.
I missed that part of the paperwork. Can you do a recap on that so I know what we're
Yeah,
doing?
when the party pixies
Pretty please.
initially broke out of the door, they scrambled the crosswords, they scrambled all the legal documents, they scrambled the menus. Everything is in the wrong spot. The confetti that can be the tickets to be fired off to let people be trapped here indefinitely and leave are gone. There's somewhere around here that you're going to find all this stuff, and it has to be back in its right spot. But right now, everyone is upset because nobody has what they need to be getting their work done here at Woofle Hoose.
I'm just gonna start buzzing around trying to find stuff.
Yeah.
But first, I'm gonna chug a mochaccino.
Nice. You have 8 hours of extreme speed.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then before I do it, I'm gonna just look at. I've got like I'm up against the teapot, which is my little mirror, and I'm just noticing that I don't look so good. So I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna change the outfit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna add a little look on my shoulder. He's not looking. I'm gonna add some more sparkles in. I'm doing this. Yep.
Yeah, roll for fashion.
All
sense.
right. That's better.
and then I'm gonna zip off.
Yeah. Dave and Fathom, what would you be doing?
I'm going to go over and convince the lawyers that it would be helpful for them to be looking for papers too. Maybe they'll find what they need. Maybe they'll find what we need, and we find what they need, and then we switch. And I want to use serving for it because this would serve the purposes of everyone.
Oh, I thought you were
I
gonna
like
like serve legal documents, but yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's way more clever, but we'll go with all of the above.
Yeah. And Fathom, what would you be doing?
Fathom's gonna start like trying to gather the glitter, but I'm going to shapeshift into some sort of pelican so I can just gather the glitter into my little bucket beak. So I'm just gonna like across the ground.
Okay. And what did we all get for our respective actions?
Oh, I didn't roll.
I got 9. I'm going to use one of my failure bumps to turn that to a 10.
Perfect.
I got a 10.
Perfect.
10.
Perfect. All of you, yeah. Tell me what happens as, for probably the first time in Woofle Hoose history, the employees do their jobs. Like,
I'd like to say again, not an employee.
yes, that the employees and volunteers. Well, you did just get hired for $210 a year.
No, Booba got hired for $210 a year, not me.
Oh, I thought Boomba was hiring you. Either way,
Oh, I got
as the
confused.
employees and
I
volunteers,
thought it was the other way.
As the three of you do your job the first time, whether it's actually your job or you're not.
Yeah. Splurt is just like, you can't even see Splurt. It just looks like a little pile of glitter is like exploding all over the place, but it's just me zipping around all over the place, collecting all of the little pieces of everything. And I'm putting them in a massive pile, except I'm not putting it in the pile neatly. I'm like, I've got like some sort of glue substancey, like honey. I'm using honey, and I'm just like, yeah, exactly. I'm making like a collage of all the things as I'm doing it. I'm making a picture as I go.
Oh, I hope it looks pretty. It
This
definitely will.
looks so good. I can't wait to show them how good this looks.
Oh, I can't wait to look at it. I say, sorry. As
That's when you're done eating the floor, you gotta take a look at this. It looks so good. Dave, you're gonna like what I did with this side over here. You're gonna love it.
yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, inflating and shrinking as I'm like getting into the smaller areas. I'll inflate or shrink into a little pelican. The larger areas was like larger as I start scooping all this glitter because some of it's edible, so it's fine.
Yeah, some of it's
At
edible,
one point-
some of it's edible, and some of it is just party glitter.
Everything's edible if
one
you try
point-
hard enough.
At one point while this is going on, I'm gonna go right up to Dave's ear and I'm gonna be like,
Did Fathom not get enough to eat? Why is Fathom eating the floor?
and then I'm gone again, and then I come back again.
What do you think? Should I go back there and get some, like, I don't know, something?
I take
Maybe-
off again
maybe
and then
you
I
can
come back.
take
Like, I don't
things
even
and
wait
get
for you to
there.
answer. I'm just like gone, and then I come back, and then the third time I come back.
What do you think? Do I need to go get some food?
Why don't you taste the glitter and see if it tastes good? Maybe that's why Fathom's having it.
No, glitter is gross. There was that one time.
You
Have
shut
you
your
been
mouth.
talking
I
with
mean,
Boomba?
I had a good time. It was great, but yeah, I don't want to do that again.
And Dave, as you and the devils and Steve find the documents, what's this scene
Wait,
looking
do we
like?
still have 2 devils, or do we now have 1 since
Oh
one?
yeah, we only have
Devil's
one because
advocate.
one blew up. So we only have
Okay.
one
I
devil and
exploded
Steve.
one.
Yeah.
So I get Steven?
Steve, yep.
Okay, I call him Steven.
Okay.
And I have Steven and the lawyer work on putting together a game plan for who's going to search where.
Mhm.
And meanwhile, I go back to the kitchen and get some chocolate so that we can search more quickly.
Very nice. Yeah, you all. It takes probably 20 minutes. So as this is finishing up, Boomba is coming out of their stamper. But as Boomba awakes, they see a remarkably clean back room. The front is still glittered. They see all of the menus have been placed back where they need to be. They see that all of the documents are where they need to be. They see that everything that Splurt has just been reorganizing and cleaning up. Boomba awakes, a happy Boomba. Yes,
Don't get used to this, Boomba.
I very much will be used to this as the new manager of Woofle Hoose. I expect these conditions every day.
Well, you'll get used to not meeting expectations.
You see, they break again as they try and process getting used to not expecting. And
Sentience
to
is
the
hard,
Fae.
Boomba.
yeah,
Welcome to the Feylands, Boomba.
yeah, technology.
Oh, it's great. I
Phelan.
love it.
Dave, would you have made Fathom any waffles?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Fathom, what does the portal show us as you eat a bite of waffle?
I think of this place when I think of waffles.
Okay. So through the portal, you all
George
see.
is back.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, woofles.
Waffles.
As you eat these woofles, you see the portal showing all of you about 10 minutes ago. And in that portal, showing all of you about 10 minutes ago. And in that portal, showing all of you about 10 minutes ago. Back to when you were on the night shift, but back to when you now have toddler and adult Bob and Gertrude. When you now have all of the demons and the exploded demon. When you have Roomba Boomba and Manager Boomba. When you have the night shift people and the day shift people who have not yet left. All realities condense into one tiny singularity, and there's now about 100 versions of reality in here. And Boomba comes back trying to, like, accepting unexpected, being like, okay, I understand now. Just sees this and explodes. Boomba is gone.
Can we get the
Oh.
Boomba from 10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
There are several Boombas,
Awesome.
but current master's
Well,
degree
wait,
in
let's think
psychology
about
Boomba
this.
is gone.
We probably want Boomba from about 50 minutes ago before Boomba got really smart and outsmarted us.
Did
Can
we
go
get
back to that
outsmarted?
Boomba? I mean, he's our boss
I
now.
mean, I guess since like we have a singularity happening, we could just wander through, grab all the people that we want to be our version of reality, and then push those that we don't want in this version of reality into their version of reality through our portal. Which, I mean, they may or may not go through like a wormhole or something, but that's all right. You know, it's I mean, this woofle is pretty good. But as I was saying, yeah, we can create our own realities, right? So let's just
I'm gonna go find
Do
a couple more Daves.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course you would, Dave.
I'm just like sitting and eating a snack while you're going through this whole thing.
So, Dave, go ahead and roll for Dave acquisition. And
Finding.
Fathom, go ahead and roll for shaping reality. Splurt, is there anything you would like to roll for, or would you just want to be eating snacks?
What am I?
I'm just
am
eating
I
snacks.
doing?
Okay.
Am I just doing a shaping reality roll?
Oh no,
or
you're going to use
am
one.
I-
That's
Awesome,
Let me know what you're
okay.
doing. Yeah.
I'd say that's kind of like slay. If you're shaping reality, like kind of
Yeah,
slay.
that's a slay. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Dave can't do shit. Dave, you're so much better than me. Fathom, I got a 4.
Okay. And
It's a
Dave?
big fail.
9 plus my last failure count thing, so a 10.
Yep. Yeah, so
I have
uh,
a
So
bunch
much
of
better than
Daves.
me.
Dave, how many Daves are you bringing? Which Daves are you bringing? What all is coming back with you as you go on to like a Dave escapade to bring back a gaggle of Daves?
Dave's escapade.
A Dave escapade, yes.
I've decided that we should have a dozen Daves because it sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And rather than go through and just pick the last other 11 Daves, I've decided to just kind of go think about whatever interesting times in my life I have had
Mm-hmm.
and go find those Daves.
Very
So we're
nice.
gonna have Daves of all ages, and
Yeah.
I'll make sure to get a 4-year-old Dave in case Bob and Greta come back.
Okay. Very nice. So, Splurt, you see a dozen Daves emerge
Yes.
back from the portal in various states, various points of Dave's life, but a dozen Daves. Fathom, you go in trying to slay and accidentally slay. So, what's it like on your end as probably through like stretching out, you accidentally step, and I don't want to take too much autonomy from your characters, so you can do what you want with here, but maybe as you walk in, a bit of like slay happens in Fathom's mind.
Fathom starts like walking through thinking, oh, well, this is definitely gonna work. This is definitely gonna work. The other Fathoms also had the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all trying to choose their own realities, and in doing so, they're each choosing themselves.
Okay.
And this is such a mind fuck to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you choose what the confusion does specifically to them, because I'm not sure Fathom can fathom this. It's unfathomable.
It's unfathomable.
I think in that case, if it's all of the Fathoms trying to team up and not realizing that I imagine Fathom is a person that sees himself as very individualistic and very like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I've got my stuff going on. So as you walk in and see that you have that notion of yourself, but also hundreds of other of you are exactly the same, and there's nothing unique about you in this moment, it just breaks your mind. And you can choose to run from the Fathoms, you can choose to fight the Fathoms, you tell me what happens as Fathom has this existential crisis in the Singularity portal.
Currently having a crisis myself.
Sorry.
Well, life imitates art.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you know it. I think that you said my options were run.
Your options are literally whatever you want. I just
Anything,
provided some possible ideas.
This is true. Fathom's just gonna sit down.
Okay.
And like just sit there and start becoming like an amorphous blob.
Okay.
Hoping that by changing his own reality, he looks a bit more individualistic by also becoming nothing.
Okay. So
Ooh, that's
Splurt
deep.
and the dozen Daves, you saw Fathom walk in like brief moments, not even a full second before Dave did. And it's going on about 5 minutes since he's gone in and since Dave has come back, and your friend is not emerging from the portal.
Should we maybe go check on Fathom? I ask another Dave who asks another Dave.
Yeah.
And finally, the
Oh, this is
4-year-old
gonna-
just goes into the portal, and so we all follow.
Yeah, I think we should go in, and just
Yep.
heads Dave's way in.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the 4-year-old, sit on the 4-year-old's shoulder, and go,
You're my favorite Dave. Let's go.
Thanks, Splurt. I like being the favorite Dave.
I thought I was your favorite Dave.
You are my favorite Dave. You're all my favorite Dave.
Okay.
Oh, you're my favorite Dave.
Dave, you get a memory of when you were 4, a fairy on your shoulder whispering that you are their favorite.
Nice. Hey, I heard
It's
that.
really you.
Or I remember hearing that.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
as you
This is trippy. This is like that one time. I don't want to do that again.
Oh, we have another hydrate. Let's all take a sip before we are confronted by crises. You walk in, and as
thanks
you
for
do,
the hydrate.
you see Fathom sitting there, both in himself and in his shape-shifting form of amorphous blob, surrounded by a bunch of other Fathoms in various states of like human Fathom, the Woofle Hoose Moose Fathom, Blob Fathom, just Fathoms that are like allowing themselves to dissolve into the particles of reality and space. Like several Fathoms all sitting here having a moment together, or perhaps a crisis together.
I'm gonna like zoom up to
Mises.
the blob Fathom
Mhm.
and go,
I can't even fathom how awesome this is. Look at how many cool parts of you there are. Look, you're like a deer over there. You're like a moose over there. You're like this orangutan thing over there. You're like a rock with a tree on it over there. This is amazing. Let's do this like every Saturday.
And then I'm just gonna like sit right in front of you.
You know, when I think about it that way, kind of am pretty cool. A pair of
You're
like
amazing.
really dark aviators form on this blob as Fathom has found their identity.
That's wonderful.
Their
Oh,
identity
I
is the
love it.
capability of possibility.
Hmm.
I heard cake ability,
I like
which
cake.
could also be cool.
Oh, there's
One of
another
the
Fathom that
yeah.
is a cake.
Yeah. One
We
of the
have key
fathoms
lime
just
pie
came from the
instead of
setup,
cake.
is it cake? And you are revealed that that fathom is cake.
I am all. Everything is so great. I am a good Saturday.
I do like the idea it's Tuesday.
Yes.
Fathom doesn't know that.
Yeah. Perfect. So you all in here. Is there anyone else you'd be trying to find? Are you trying to find a Boomba from the past? Are you trying to find more of your owns? Are you happy running the store with a self-actualized Fathom, a Splurt, and 12 Daves? What is it you would like to do?
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. Yeah. So you all walk back out. 1 Splurt, 1 Fathom, 12 Daves.
I
Into-
turned back. I turned back as we will look out.
Anybody see George?
Would you
See
like to look for
Bob?
George?
Bob. I'm
Yep.
calling him Bob. I don't even
See, I already forgot his name.
George.
You know, Bob has different names across different timelines. Like it
Yeah,
could
there
be
you go.
George Bob.
Bob, George,
George.
Georg.
Would you like to roll to see if you can find a Bob?
I would like to find Bob.
Go for it.
both of them actually.
Mhm.
7.
Okay. Anyone want to try and up that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Do I have a thing? I do have a. I have 1 failure. I could make it an 8.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I only can do things when I'm helping out. We got an 11.
Nice. Would you give a
Nice.
+2 to Splurt's 8, bringing you to a 10? Which Bob and Gertrude would you like to find?
The one where they just met.
Aww.
Oh,
Yes. You all walk through time and space, still in the Woofle Hoose portal,
we're doing it for
all
them.
being done through Fathom's idea of eating woofles at the Woofle Hoose.
Yes.
You make it to the wedding. No, not the wedding. You make it to the first date of Bob and Gertrude.
What if they met at a wedding?
Wait, don't interrupt them. Let them have their little moment.
You see them sitting at a cafe, much like Woofle Hoose, but named Warfleharse, down in Montana, where they're enjoying cups of coffee. They're enjoying some warfles, and they seem to be not entirely knowing what to do on their first date. It's like been a while. They're a little uncomfortable, and you see that Gertrude really wants to bring up the crossword that she has in her back pocket, but seems to be a little self-conscious about if Bob would enjoy doing it with her or not.
I'm gonna go and take the crossword out of her pocket and put it on the table.
Yeah, cool. Roll for it.
Do it all sneaky like.
I am.
Especially if you're doing it sneaky like.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
totally doing it sneaky.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go under the table in a way so like they don't see me.
What stat would you like to use?
I don't know.
Can I help by using fashion sense that it looks like Splurt isn't there?
Sure.
I want to help with timing,
Okay. Yeah.
which I have a -1 to, but
That's
whatever.
fine. Yeah.
Can I use my finding stuff to find the
Yeah,
thing?
of course. Yeah.
I got a 9.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
I rolled terribly.
Go now! Go now!
6. I only rolled a 6.
Okay, but that'll get bumped up to a 7 from Fathom helping, which I think Dave is already providing the negative consequence here, is that Splurt, you are trying to do this very calmly and very hidden as Dave shouts, "Go now, go now, go now."
What are you doing?
Not just audible to Splurt. It is audible to
Wait.
everybody.
Yeah,
We talked about this.
but through a very stylish flick of a tablecloth, the attention is drawn away from both of you to Fathom. Fathom, what shape are you currently in?
Oh, Fathom definitely like took the shape of a really gorgeous waitress that's running this like cafe. Definitely like big hair, probably drag queen. Let's be realistic. That's what Fathom would do.
There's a sleigh.
That's my
Yeah.
sleigh.
Yep.
And just going like, now then, if everyone wants to just look over here for a second, yep, just look over here for a second. Nothing else to see over here. We're gonna have a show on our floor. It's a floor show. It will be unfathomable.
Yes, this surprise what are those pop-up dances called? The flash mobs. This
Flash
flash
mob.
drag brunch
It's a fath
kicks
mob.
off.
Fath
this
mob.
Fath mob brunch kicks off here at Waffle House as Splurt, you
For
slip in.
For a split second,
Mhm.
Splurt wants to go join the flash mob and then shakes and goes back. And
Yes. And in the chaos, slip the crossword out of Gretchen's pocket and onto the table, where Bob sees it and goes, "Oh, do you also enjoy doing it every morning? My friends tell me I do it wrong because I just like to make shapes out of the words, and I don't think I really get them right. But I'd be happy to spend some time doing it with you at drag brunch." And Gretchen goes, or Gertrude, I don't remember her name. I wrote it down, but I can't read my own handwriting.
It's,
Thank
it's
you.
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
It's G.
Goes, yeah, it's
That's
G.
okay. I changed Bob's name to George. So it's whatever.
Gertrude is like,
GG.
yes. I would very much like to. It's not Gertrude.
Gertrude.
I would love that. And if you would like, you can take them from this moment back to Woofle Hoose and allow them to once again live out their lives in crossword glee with
Yes.
you all.
Yes.
Nice. Returning back.
And this is now the question. Was this the start of them living in the Waffle House forever because we pulled them out and brought them to the Waffle House and now they're in the Waffle House loop? Which one happened first?
Technically, they all happened.
At the exact same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go on physics, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
And unless anyone has any chaos they want to add to the scene, I think it'd be a very nice end for 12 Daves, Fathom, Splurt, and Bob and Gertrude to walk into the newly cleaned Woofle Hoose with the fresh daily crossword that has been delivered for them to start working on at their table. As you come back, the gates start to open for the 6:05 p.m. flight, meaning that the doors are sealed and they are able to spend their first night as a dating pair in Woofle Hoose.
Oh, we made romance happen.
I love it.
They installed a disco ball.
And I just go running around.
Awesome. Well, I think then that's where we'll wrap it up. Thank you, players, for embarking on this. I literally did not know where this was going and could not have expected it would turn out as a love scene.
It was
But
beautiful.
It was a fun game, and I thank you all for it.
I'm gonna draw GG.
Oh, I love it.
And if our producer wants to pop in what the entity of Fathom looks like.
Oh, if we can
Right.
share the Woofle Hoose Moose on the
The
stream.
Woofle Hoose Moose.
Yes.
Oh, and the other entity that just got uploaded in there. Then we can leave with some, this is what romance will bring you.
And in the meantime, let's all go around one more time, say where we're from, say where people can find us, shout each other out. And let's go in reverse order. So whoever went last.
I don't
Oh,
I think
that was so
Shannon.
long ago.
Yeah, I
don't
thought it was Shannon,
remember.
but then I blanked and I didn't want to get it wrong. So that's
Yeah,
why I
it
said
was
whoever
Shannon.
went last. Okay.
It was me. Okay, so I go first. Okay. So yeah, so I am Shannon. Imaginif. IMAGINIF. Pretty much all over the place. I'm on Twitch as Imaginif Media. We support all those who create, play, and heal. We're taking July and August, no, June and July off. Coming back in August. I don't know what we're doing. Uh, we have a creator spotlight that we like to highlight other creators all in the community, whether you're a writer, producer, designer, artist, TTRPG space or not. If you create stuff, come on and let's talk about it. Let's let people know what you're doing. Yeah, that's me. And I'll fling it to Dave.
Oh, is that
To
a
Dev.
donation we just got?
What?
Rick, is that a donation we just got?
Huh?
I hit the wrong key. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't. 1000%.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That makes sense.
if we just got $1,000 donation, we're not ending this stream. Like,
Yeah.
you all can tell us what you want to happen.
I mean,
I
I'm
know, I
so
was
game
like-
for round 2.
Yeah, I
Let's
was like,
go,
we will
baby.
keep going as long as you want. Like,
I mean,
what?
it hasn't even been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry to cut you off, Dev. Continue.
Keep streaming forever.
I was just like, if this is what it is, we cannot end. We have to finish.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry,
no, that
but-
was the right call. It's Inception happening all over again.
Somewhere we're not finished.
Yes. Okay. I think it's my turn.
Yes.
Unless we're getting thousands of dollars again. In which case it's whoever's turn donates.
Yeah.
I'm Dev. I'm a math professor and do lots of advocacy work. Trans masculine on Discord and not a whole lot else in terms of social media. Really had fun with this. Thank you so much to everyone involved. And yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm Chris, and I go be an artist when I'm not doing this, which hopefully I'll be doing more of. But I go as Gargoyle Pastures on literally everything. Look me up. I'm there. And if you want to get a sketch of a character or something to support this charity, which is awesome, check out the Tiltify that's now in the chat. And you can find it and get a thing for $25. And that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. And I am Sean. I go by Help Action Needed on Instagram and Threads, as well as the DM of our Help Action Needed podcast, which is where you can hear me telling, I would say, more structured stories than this, but some of them get weird. Like, overall, it has a narrative, but some of the episodes, they're just, you can tell I was tired. And
You might say you need help.
you could say I need help.
In action.
Especially an episode coming up, you can tell it was because I did not sleep. For little shout out for everyone here to know. But you, speaking of donating to things, if you want to hear me run a game or have our show run a game, there's one more spot open for a $10 donation to pick a TTRPG or a module of a game you want us to run on the pod. So if you have something you really want to hear people run, especially if you want it through a specific brand of narrative chaos, donate $10 and we are there for you. And once again, thank you, Rick and Hampod, for allowing us to take this space and be the first time that you are a producer. I hope it doesn't prevent you from allowing other people to do it. And this game was truly amazing. I had so much fun with all of you and hope that people can come back and find us all in our spaces as this fundraiser comes to a close. I know we have a couple more TEP Pride Revolution streams happening until, I believe, Sunday. So keep an eye on the socials of everyone there so you can be fully up to date. But otherwise, that's it for us. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Everyone do the moose hoose.
Do the Hoose.